New Atlantis performance mode targeting 60 FPS, but neither console gets there. 5 locations, every mode, both consoles. Let's find out which one gives you the best experience. What's going on, everyone? So Starfield just launched on PS5 and PS5 Pro. And I know the big question is, can it actually hold 60 FPS? I tested performance, visuals, and Pro exclusive enhanced mode across 5 locations. New Atlantis, including the Waterfall area, and ground combat, Akila City, Neon City, Freya Planet, and space combat. Everything is set to uncapped and VSync off so we can see how close each mode gets to 60 FPS and where it falls short. Let's get into it. Starting with the MAST district, the heart of New Atlantis. Tons of NPCs and draw distance. Performance mode on both PS5 is averaging around 43 FPS. The Pro does noticeably better at 53 FPS, about a 10 FPS jump. But neither console is hitting that 60 FPS target here. Visuals mode. Base PS5 drops to 41 FPS. The PS5 Pro holds around 51 FPS. Visual mode pushes higher quality settings, but the PS5 Pro still manages to stay above 50 FPS here. Enhanced mode, the highest visual quality tier. It's exclusive to PS5 Pro. It averages 41 FPS in the MAST district. You're getting the best quality version of this area, but the frame rate sits in the low 40s. The new Atlantis Waterfall. One of you in the comments of my last video asked me to test this spot. And surprisingly, both consoles are nearly identical here. Base PS5 and PS5 Pro both hover around 59 to 60 FPS in performance mode. The waterfall seems to be more GPU dependent than the city streets. Visuals mode. The base PS5 at around 51 FPS, while the PS5 Pro pushes up to 58 FPS. The PS5 Pro pulls ahead here with the higher quality settings, and it still looks really smooth by the waterfall. Enhanced mode at the waterfall, averaging around 41 FPS. Similar story to MAST District. Enhanced mode in the new Atlantis will keep you in the high 30s to low 40s. Akila City, the other big stress test city. And this is where the PS5 Pro really shows what it can do. Base PS5 is stuck in the mid 40s. The PS5 Pro almost locked to 60 FPS. That's close to 13 frame gap. The biggest advantage we have seen anywhere. Visuals mode. Base PS5 at 40 FPS, the PS5 Pro at 48 FPS. The gap narrows a bit, but the PS5 Pro still clearly has a lead. Akila City is a demanding area no matter which mode you pick. Enhanced mode in Akila City averages just 36 FPS. This is the heaviest combination in the game. Highest visual quality in one of the most demanding cities. Neon, the cyberpunk city. Performance mode is basically locked 60 FPS on both consoles. This is the smoothest city in the game. The lighting and atmosphere looks amazing and the performance matches. Visuals mode is where you see the difference. Base PS5 drops to 46 FPS, but the PS5 Pro stays at a locked 60 FPS. If you want to experience Neon City at its best visual quality, the PS5 Pro handles it effortlessly. Enhanced mode in Neon City averages 46 FPS, but you will see some dips in the mid 30s. The neon lighting and rain effects pushes the hardware harder in this mode. Out on Freya 3, a forested planet. Lots of vegetation here. Performance mode is nearly locked at 60 FPS on both consoles. Base PS5 at 59 FPS, PS5 Pro at 58. Outside of cities, this game runs beautifully. Visuals mode. This is where you see the pro advantage. Base PS5 drops to 47 FPS, while the PS5 Pro stays up to 57. If you want to explore planets in visual mode, the PS5 Pro makes a big difference. Enhanced mode on the PS5 Pro averages around 58 FPS on Freya 3, nearly locked at 60 FPS with the highest visual quality settings. This is impressive. Outside of cities, enhanced mode is actually very playable. Space dogfights, performance mode. The PS5 Pro holds steady around 59 FPS. The base PS5 averages around 57 FPS with occasional dips when multiple ships are on screen. Overall, space combat is smooth on both consoles. Visuals mode in space. Both consoles perform similarly, mid to upper 50s, with the occasional stutter during heavy combat. Space is one of the lightest workloads in the game. Enhanced mode in space, averaging around 58 FPS with lowest dip at 51 FPS. If you want the best looking space combat with great performance, enhanced mode delivers. Ground combat, firefights with multiple enemies and particle effects. This is demanding. Base PS5 averages just 41 FPS in performance mode. The PS5 Pro does better at 53 FPS, but you'll see drops to 40 FPS during the heaviest action. Visuals mode in combat. Base PS5 at 38 FPS, the PS5 Pro at 46. Gunfights with explosions and effects are one of the harder scenarios in this game. Enhanced mode in PS5 Pro averages 37 FPS during combat. Playable but not ideal for intense gunfights. If combat is your priority, performance mode is the way to go. Here's the full picture. Pause if you want to check every number. The pattern is clear. Cities are the bottleneck. Planets and space run great. And the PS5 Pro gives you a consistent 8 to 13 FPS advantage in the most demanding areas. So which mode should you play? Here's my recommendation. If you are on a base PS5, go with performance mode. It won't lock 60 FPS in cities, but it gives you the smoothest experience overall. If you are on a PS5 Pro, performance mode is still your best bet for smooth gameplay. But here's the interesting one, enhanced mode. Outside of cities, enhanced mode actually runs really well on the Pro. Planets, space combat, interiors, it nearly locked 60 FPS with highest visual quality. The only time it really struggles is the new Atlantis and Akila City. So if you have a VRR display, enhanced mode with uncapped frame rate is actually a great way to play. Without VRR display, stick with performance mode. Cities are CPU limited, and that's the same CPU in both consoles. The PS5 Pro helps with GPU bound scenarios, but in NPC cities, the bottleneck is the CPU. Now, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. I will be testing Pragmata next. It launches on April 17, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.